welcome to my book channel, Emily Reads. Just wanted to give you a brief update. Wanted to go through some books that I purchased this month. First from a monthly subscription box, and then also from my local library. But first I wanted to share with you something super cute that I bought today. So my town is doing an art fair, and I like to go every year. And I found this cute, it's a tea light holder there. And when I talked with the artist, she said she was going for like X's, and then the base is an O. But when I saw it, it reminded me of someone just raising their hands and just exuberant joy and delight. And I decided I had to have it because I needed a visual reminder just to fight for joy and to be joyful. It's been a hard fall. I started a new job right before the school year started. I teach special education at a high school. I have one class that I'm teaching. For all the classes that I'm teaching are the first time that I've ever taught. And one of the classes I have no curriculum for until last Thursday, so that's been fun. And we're teaching in a pandemic, and students back for the first time, and TikTok challenges are a thing. So it's been a hard fall for teachers. I was talking with a coworker Thursday night during parent teacher conferences, and we were all like, we're end of the year tired, and it's only October. So think about us. If you're a praying person, please pray for us teachers, because we're working hard. And also last Saturday I went to a funeral of a friend of mine. So I just needed to have something to remind me to fight for and choose joy each day. So that's my fun find for today. And then now on to the book haul. So the first book I've actually already just read. This came in the mail Thursday, and I flew through this book. It's called the Xhex, and it's by Erin Sterling. And so the setup is that Vivian, who at 19, her aunt has taught her never mix magic with vodka. And at 19, she ends up breaking up with her summer fling, Rice Penhallow, and she mixes magic with vodka and places a curse on him. Fast forward 9 years later, and he comes back to her town because his family founded the town. It's Founders Day, and so he's there to deliver the speech at the Founders Day celebration. And then every year a Penhallow has to come back to strengthen the ley lines, the magic lines that run through the town. Only when he does so, he unleashes a curse onto the whole entire town. So now they have to fight and get rid of the curse. So it was a fun, cute, romantic comedy with magic, witchy things. It wasn't dark. It was just cute and fun. Thoroughly enjoyed it. 3.5 stars out of 5. The next book I bought was In a Holidays. In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. And I bought this book because I am the kind of person who loves Hallmark Hall of Fame movies. I love the cheesy Lifetime movies that come out at Christmas time. But I don't have any Christmas romantic comedies to read. So I needed something to read in December during the holidays. And then the last book I bought from my subscription box was Fate of the Fallen, and by Calcade. And so Matthias discovers that it is his destiny to save the world, and he pulls along his best friend Asla along for a ride, but it is not easy to save the world. So looks like a good, fun fantasy read, and it's the first book in at least a duology. I don't know if it's going to be a full-fledged series. I don't know too much, but it looked good. Then next for my library finds. So I love shopping at my library for books because paperback books are $1, hardback books are $2. And I've found some really good finds there in the past. So, for example, I found a hardback copy of Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson for $2. I found the whole Faithful and the Fallen, the 4 books in that series by John Gwynne in paperback, and they look practically brand new. So $4 I spent on that entire series. So do not underestimate the power of shopping at your local library, because you can find some really good finds. So the first book that I picked up was In the Hand of the Goddess by Tamora Pierce. This is the second book in the Song of the Lioness series, and I loved this book. I think I found it when I was in high school, maybe college, but it's a middle grade book. But I loved it. It talks and follows Alana, who her twin brother Tom, they're both going to be sent away to study, and Tom is supposed to go study to become a knight, and she's supposed to go to a magic school because that's what the girls do. However, she wants to be a knight and Tom wants to study magic, so they switch. They disguise themselves as members of opposite sex the day that they leave. So the series follows Alana, and she starts off as a page, then a squire, then as she trains to be a knight, and then when she is a knight, is a full-fledged knight. So I've been looking to purchase this series of 4 books. I found the second book, so now I have to find the other 3 books. But again, this is $1, so as soon as I saw it, it looked brand new, I had to pick it up. The next books I bought was, and I don't know too much about this series, but it's The Unwanted by Lisa McMahon. So the first one is The Unwanted. The second is The Unwanted Island of Silence. And the third is The Unwanted Glare. The glare on the hardbacks is just terrible. The Unwanted Island of Fire. I'm so sorry. So basically, 13 years old, every year they get sorted into Unwanteds and Wanteds. So the Unwanteds are strong and intelligent, and the artistic Unwanteds are sent to die. So identical twins are waiting to learn of their fate, and one of them is caught drawing. So he is afraid that he's going to be sorted into the Unwanteds. So the blurb said The Hunger Games meets Harry Potter, and I said, okay, because I liked both Hunger Games and Harry Potter, and it would have the first 3 books. So looking forward to trying that out. And also, I'm a teacher, and so I thought, well, I'll read them. If I like them, I'll keep them. If I don't, I can pass them on to someone. Like, I can either take them in and have them in my classroom library, or pass them on to someone else. The next 2 books, I got Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. It's a little bit beat up, but it was $1. And then I bought book 5. They didn't have the other 3 books, but book 5 was in hardback, so I was like, well, I have it's hardback, it's for $2, I'm going to buy it. And I remember reading Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief years ago and enjoyed it. I did not like mythology, so I was an English education major in my undergraduate, and I hated mythology. I just had a hard time understanding which god did what. Were they Greek? Were they Roman? And yet, so much of literature draws from mythology. And so what I liked about this series is how it made it accessible to young readers. I especially hated the fact that mythology is taught freshman year in high school, and I don't think that's developmentally appropriate. High schoolers don't care about that stuff. But yeah, we teach it to high school freshmen. At any rate, moving on to the next book, I got Touching Spirit Bear by Ben Mickelson. And the reason why I bought this is, I've done some training in restorative practices and restorative circles, and this is a book that they mention teaching students. It's about a boy who is fighting and stealing, and he ends up smashing a kid's skull against the ground. And so he's given the option of either going to prison or going to a year-long circle justice program, and like a lot of the restorative circles and practices come from Native American tribal government practices, and so it's a Native American circle justice program that he goes to. So he goes to a remote Alaskan island, and there he meets this spirit there. So again, I'm looking forward to reading this, and maybe if I end up in a position to be able to teach English again, I might teach this book. Then the next book I found was Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, which is book 3 in the Magnus Chase series. I don't think I have book 2. I know I have book 1 that I found in hardback. This is, again, is by Rick Riordan. I haven't read book 1, but again, this was hardback. It was $2. It looked practically brand new, so I had to pick it up. Then the next book I found was The Hangman's Daughter by Oliver Potch. I'm not going to be able to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. But this is set in Germany, 1659, and there's a boy that's found dead in a river, and he's got a tattoo on himself, and this hangman is called to see like whether there's witchcraft going on in this small German town. So it sounds like a good spooky read. I've heard of it before, kind of was on my radar, but I never felt like the need to buy it brand new. So when this was $1, it's like, ooh, that's a good theme read for October. I probably won't read it this month though, because I already have a lot of books on my TBR for this month. And then the last book I got was Q by Sue Grafton, and I bought this book because I had another book. I'm doing the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge, and there's a prompt that's you need to read a book that starts with Q, X, or Z. And I had another book. It was another Sue Grafton book, X, that I had checked out from the library, but I just was not getting into it. And so I need to return it. And so I saw this. I said, okay, it's $2. I can take my time reading it, and then get rid of it easily when I'm done with it if I don't like it. So that's why I bought this book. That is it for my book haul. I will be back later with another video just to give you a weekly update. Otherwise, I should start doing that. Also, please feel free to leave comments down below. Please feel free to like my channel. Please feel free to subscribe. And also, since I'm a newbie to BookTuber, I am a newbie to technology, I am still learning. I am so appreciative of if you have any helpful tips, tricks. I would be so grateful. You have a wonderful Saturday and happy reading. Bye.